Good morning from the Porter family farm. Got a beautiful snow. It's about 13 degrees. Just going out to check the mail. Something that was on my mind today was our health. I just turned 54 and starting to get a little bit more concerned about my health. Nothing but junk mail. Anyways, what has worked for me so far is what's called the Carnivore Diet. I've lost almost 20 pounds in about 3 months. I feel better than I have in many years. My wife and I finally decided that we didn't want to grow old unhealthy like many of our peers. So we decided we better do something about it. And we stumbled across the Carnivore Diet. And so far it's been working pretty good. I have personally lost nearly all cravings for sugar and pastas and just junk food. You know how it is. That's what we eat. We're celebrating with food every chance we get, and I just don't have those cravings anymore. I just want a piece of meat, maybe some eggs, and this coming from somebody that practically lived on Mountain Dew and Green Monsters, chips, cookies, cake, you name it. And now I just have no desire at all to eat it. I have cheated a couple times, going out to eat, going out of town. That's our little duck pond right there. Of course, the ducks are all hiding up there in the brush, trying to stay try to stay warm. Anyways, each time that we cheated, oh, look at there. There's a duck egg. Oh man, it's already froze and busted. I'll take it in and maybe cook it up for breakfast. That'll make a nice breakfast. Bust up this water so the ducks can come down here. Oh shoot, I dropped my gloves. Anyways, if you're, I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're getting to that point in your life, you're overweight or unhealthy, got health problems, I can just about promise you it comes back to the food you're eating. I mean, it's really the only thing that makes sense. But then you go to the doctor and they tell you, oh, you got this thing wrong with you, you got this disease, you got that disease. We can give you this medication and that medication. And before you know it, you're taking 10 or 15 different pills. But what the doctor won't tell you is that all you got to do is change your food, change your diet, especially in the United States. We're just eating poison every day. You go into a grocery store, especially once your eyes are open, you go into a grocery store or a convenience store, and you just look around and everything you see is junk food. Sugar, corn syrup, soda pop, Monsters, energy drinks of all kinds. And even the stuff that you see is, or that says is healthy, it's crap. It's not healthy at all. So it's just best that we just get back to the basics. You know, do the elimination. And it's easier for some than others. For me, it was easy. And it was my wife's idea. I wasn't even really thinking about it, other than I knew I was getting unhappy with my weight. And she come to me and said, you know, I've been learning about this carnivore diet. I think we should try it. And man, it was just awesome for me. I mean, it totally changed my life. It's cold out here. I'm going to take a walk back to the creek. Got this beautiful creek back here in the woods. Spring fed, comes right out of the ground. Anyways, after the first week and a half, I lost about 5 pounds. I mean, just quick. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, I was 10 pounds. And I kind of slowed down a little bit here and there. We went out of town, ate hamburgers and french fries at this really good restaurant, which was delicious. And in 2 days, I gained 5 pounds, and it took me a week to drop it back off. And I finally got back down to less than what I was before. So it's just not worth it. I'm going to try not to do that anymore, or at least not very often. So you got to make a decision. Do you want to grow old, miserable and unhealthy? Or do you want to grow old, somewhat healthy, and still able to get around and walk and get out and play with your grandkids or your kids? And I know it's easier said than done, but for some people. But for me, it was easy. This has been the easiest diet I've ever attempted. It's not like I'm eating stuff that I don't like, stuff that's hard to fix, stuff that's hard to get ingredients for. It's just a steak and an egg, or some bacon and some eggs, glass of raw milk. Oh yeah, that's delicious. That old tree's about to go. We're almost there. There's my little deer blind. Some of you might like to hunt. That's my little deer heaven back here. Never seen another hunter in the woods here. None of my neighbors hunt. Lucky me. Oh man, speaking of carnivore, nothing like having venison burger, venison meat. It's delicious. And it's cheap. For the cost of one bullet, you can feed your family for months. 2 or 3 bullets, you can feed your family almost all the meat they need for a year. It don't get any better than that. I'm gonna pause for a minute and put my gloves on. All right, I'm back. Man, it's cold. Oh, this is our spring. It is so nice. Unfortunately, it dries up in about June. Every year, it gets down to where it just won't run at all. But for now, it's coming right up out of the ground. Maybe I'll walk up there and show you. Ain't got nothing else to do today. .13 degrees out here. Here I am walking in the spring. But I bet you this water is about 55 degrees. If I fell in, I'd probably just want to stay there because it'd be warmer than it is outside. Oh, mercy. So anyways, yeah, if you're feeling the aches and pains and just unhappy with your health life, I highly suggest switching to a carnivore diet, at least for a while. I mean, it won't hurt to try. Most of us have tried everything in the world. Every diet that comes out, you just try this one, try that one, listen to this doctor, that doctor. But most of them will not tell you, get away from the bad food. Hope I don't fall down. Stop eating sugar, processed foods, enriched foods, everything fried in seed oils, anything that has high fructose corn syrup in it. Oh man, it's awesome. Just beautiful. Here I am walking right up the middle of it. And if you spend about a week or two and just get away from all that stuff, there's a very good chance you won't want it anymore. Especially when you see the scales start dropping. But even if you're not overweight, you know, skinny people have health problems too. But, I mean, we've just got to get out of the habit of eating sugar. And all these foods that are in boxes that have 20 or 30 different ingredients that you've never heard of before. I mean, most of the stuff in some foreign countries is completely illegal. You can't eat it. Or you can't buy it at the store. So why would it be legal here in the US? Well, it's because money talks. If you got enough money, you can buy your way into the food chain. We're almost there. Gonna go around. Some squirrel tracks. Right up here's where it comes right out of the ground. All that water from that creek is coming right out of this little hole. Fresh, clean water. Anyways, I highly suggest start watching some videos from some people that I follow that has inspired me and our family. Homestead Now, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Anthony Chaffee, and Laura Spath. I'm sure there's others that I'm not thinking of or I haven't found yet, but they've inspired us, and especially me, and just totally changed my life. Guess I'll head back to the house. It is cold. Take care now. See you next time.